Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy King CJ. All my kings and queens, please stand up in the chat. Yes. Feels good saying that. Okay. So I have been in Discord channels. I have been on the forums. I have been in line chats. And the consistency of what I see going on here is, you can tell there is definitely something brewing in the works, right? Let's not beat around the bush. I'm talking about a boycott. I'm going to talk about do you guys think maybe it's time for a boycott? As you can see, you come to the forums, you unfortunately have people who are upset with nothing being here. You have people already calling for the boycotts, or they has like 100 views, so only the world knows where that's going to go. And then we also have matchmaking issues, and you have someone who tried their hardest to get the devs to understand what the issue is with the game, and he still has not been heard. No one has responded back to him. So is it about that time, right? We have someone over who's telling people don't spend money. He did the translation for an interview. Clearly states that the revenue of the game has been very disappointing. So that's to all the people that say, Netmarble made their money in a half. And to top it all off, man, you got terrible offers. When you go inside the offer store, man, it is yikes. You go inside there, you can just see nothing but $44.99 offers or like $26.99 offers. So you look at this and you're kind of wondering, like, what's going on here, right? Like, what are we doing? I want to do a quick recap of this update that we had, right? So, the update that we had was Dark Domain Part 2. If we all remember that, you were there, I was there, we was all there. I told you guys I would give a midweek of the overview of the patch that we had, but I decided I wasn't going to do that because I can already see where it was going to go, but I will continue to lay it out. So, Dark Domain 2 dropped. What did we have? We had 2 new regions. The regions were very nice. They had their own skies and looks to it. Mephisto's area was red because, he's red. That more dabbled into the demons, like the Evil Strange, Bear Immortals, things of those natures, the Hellhawk. Then we go over to the Hella Zone, it's green, bright, kind of like Hella, where it looks all green, and it makes sense because that's just who she is. That's just what she does. So we had that, which again, like I said, was good. But however, I had people trying to tell me that I was kind of down on the update because it was a very free to play update. So I was told that it was a very good free to play friendly update because they were changing some things, as in, some rewards for the story mode, the specs felling, and most of all was the can't even think about it, Omega War matchmaking due to power level. So people was telling me newer players wouldn't be able to match up against those whales. It'd be a lot better. Also, we had the Death Note that was going on here, and I remember distinctly all the things that they wanted to go ahead and tell us about. So let's back it up here. Okay, so does this game need? Let's first ask this question. Does this game need a boycott? No. I say that in my opinion because although this game is not in the right place at the time, the problem with a boycott is you gotta have most of your community involved in it. The biggest thing about this game is Wells don't care about the community, because this game is, you know, it is like they can see this patch, this Death Note 7 that we all knew about, whatever that was. They don't care because the game is fun to them. As long as you can spend a lot of money, this game will be fun for you if you enjoy PvP. So the Wells aren't gonna join in, so that's gonna be a waste. The second thing is you want to go ahead and you want to nip these things in the butt before they become an issue. For example, Marvel Contest of Champions, we almost started a boycott in there because Netmarble bought Kabam. They tried to bring in all these egregious money prices. People wasn't feeling it. The content started to get like, when I mean harder, I mean like almost impossible harder, unless if you have like 2 or 3 specific characters that they're rolling in over time. People didn't like it, so we almost went on boycott, but because we seen where it was going. But you know, Kabam stepped in. Hey, this is what we're gonna do. Don't boycott, yada yada yada, whatever that is. We're gonna fix it before it got to that point. Boycotts are supposed to stop things before they get in too deep. So maybe the boycott would have been good if it was about, you know, 3 months ago, 4, you know, when someone was trying to say we should do a boycott for it. But now they're in too deep. There's no need to do a boycott. Also, another thing is that the community is just, no one is happy. Okay, I'm just gonna come right out there and I'm just gonna say that the community is not happy. I don't think that they even should be happy. I can't even think of a single reason why they there's no reason for them to be happy, right? So as you guys see, we have this picture right here. It shows the numbers of the players that we have. Clearly you see us losing players. Of course, this isn't, you know, 100% accurate, but it's at least around that area, right? It's at least around that area. Sorry guys, I still kind of up in the morning for me. So as you guys can see, we're still losing the players. I was told free to play, hey, these new systems are gonna work out. Let's open up some Mega Wars and let's see how good they do. That doesn't look very free to play friendly. Is that the okay? How about maybe that's a fluke? No, I mean, it looks like these guys over here are just destroying. That's kind of like powers weren't balanced right over here. I'm very confused. You got this 2v3 one over here. That's even more crazy because look at those power discrepancy. A 213 and a 187. Like, yeah, I'm not seeing these free to play friendly aspects that people were trying to sell me on this Dark Domain 2 update. I'm just not seeing it. Nothing in here is showing me that, other than maybe the 30 Ultron shards at the end, which is probably the best free to play thing they could have done. But on the back end, they screwed over the whole player base with that in the end. So it's kind of like, even when they try to do right, they still find a way to do wrong, which is absolutely ridiculous. And now you come over here to the forums, as you guys seen on my buddy Indy's video. If I have time, I will link the video down below in the description. You can go ahead and go watch that if you want to. But I'm gonna go over here to the user suggestions, and after he even made his video, it even got worse over here. You got people in here trolling the devs, talking about the game is gonna be getting announced removal. You got people in here just basically saying rip, like, and then you got someone who's like, just close it down, okay? Just close it down, because clearly it looks like they're not using it. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the things you guys want to do a boycott, but it just can't happen because they're not listening. Like, you can tell that people have almost given up on this game. You can, you know what I mean? Like, you have people that's already saying, like, you know, the suggestion channel is depressing. And Clara, she's one bad mofo, okay? She's a bad storm. So even if she can feel the depression of the game, even though she spent an exorbitant amount of money, then you best believe free-to-play players feel it as well. The biggest thing that you're going to need for a boycott to even get close to work is you have to have a community that, you have to have a dev team that is willing to listen, or at least a company. This team has not been willing to listen since I don't even know when. We started this thing right here. It was supposed to be Save Marvel Future Evolution. It had good intentions at first. I think it was pretty interesting place. I'm not gonna lie, it was. But a lot of people in here were, when we tried to stop it, a lot of people were just very easily just, you know, they were very easy persuade. All it took really for them guys was things like making transmutation instead of freaking crystals and turn it into gold, right? Though that's really some things that it took some people. And now that we're 3 months later back from those kind of things that I was trying to tell everybody, like, this is very concerning. Like, they're not really listening. They haven't really been listening. If they were listening, we would not have the same issues that we were having in the beginning of the launch that we're having now. But unfortunately, that's where we are. We're here at this point. And all this boycott talk, man, you just gotta throw it. It's time to lay it down, man. It's not gonna happen. I'm only making this video because, look, man, I just refunded. And somebody always asking for a refund, so it's looking rough. But I'm just here to tell you, look, guys, don't worry about a boycott. Try to have the fun that you can with this game. If you're not having fun, maybe just put it down, come back later. That's the best advice, because a boycott for this game is not going to work, unfortunately. And then if a boycott would have been to work, I'll be the first one all up aboard of it. I will even run it myself if I need to. So if you like the content, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Like I said, I see the views, I'm just not seeing the subscribers, but unfortunately, we'll get there one day, though. We'll get there one day. Thanks for listening, though, man. You guys take it easy out there, alright, man? It's just a game. Don't burst a blood vessel over it, alright? Be positive. Keep the love coming. Peace out, everybody.